All right. First of all, I got off late. It shouldn't have fucking happened, but what happened with your coworker is garbage. So anyway, I want to address something, which I shouldn't even be doing. I should be going to bed, getting up for work tomorrow. But nah, we're gonna talk about this shit because it's irritating. So there's like these Facebook groups. Oh shit. And basically, you know, there's some that are dedicated to Africans, and then some are dedicated to, you know, the whole. Some are dedicated to the Indian thing, right? But people are conflating the two. They're conflating Pan-Africanism with Aboriginals, and the two don't go together. They don't mix. So let me see. Let me make sure I got this shit up. Should be though. That was the last thing I was looking at. Yeah, all right, we're good. Roll. Hold on, let's put it up. Oh, shit. All right, let's make sure y'all looking at what y'all need to be looking at. Now, basically, I'm going to address all of this. And this video is dedicated to asleep blacks, aka Pan-African pro-blacks, dusty ass lion paleface. I didn't say white people, even though they ain't white people. But it's like, this is dedicated to Dusty Paleface. Dusty Paleface is the one that's like laughing at everything because they didn't learn it in the public school program. Newsflash, the internet is smarter than any classroom you've ever been in because it's a fully loaded access to anything. So there's a reason why you didn't learn it in the public school program because it's not a part of the program. Okay. And then it also, this is dedicated to Hispanics because they need to learn their place. You have nothing to do with Northern Indians. You have nothing to do with Canada Indians. You have nothing to do with Woodland Indians. You have nothing to do with any of that. You go from the South to Florida. That's about as far as you go. You don't know anything that's past the Dixie line because you never made it because we slit your motherfucking throat. Okay? I can even prove that, but that'll be another time. So let's do these together. And I'm pretty sure y'all can read them. Y'all can see. So the first one is, let's just read it. How to identify a wannabe Aboriginal, a Wabble. Okay, the first one has a crown next to it. It says, claims his ancestors were kings and queens. Okay. Who ever did that besides Pan-African? I don't know any fucking Aboriginal who is claiming some dumb shit like that. I don't know any of them. I have never met an Aboriginal in my life that claimed that we were kings and queens. So that's not an Aboriginal you're talking about. You're talking about a Pan-African. That's what you're talking about. That's who says we were kings. We was kings. That's Pan-Africans. Aboriginals don't say no bitch ass shit like that because first of all, we're not kings over here, we're chiefs. So we would have never said nothing like that. We might have said sachem. You might have heard a word like that. And I know most people that watch the video will be tripped out like, what's a sachem? Exactly. You ain't never met no motherfucking Aboriginal American Indians in your life because you should know what that means. his grandma told him he wasn't African. Okay, I find that funny because that kind of goes against the narrative. Nobody ever said, maybe some people say that now, but nobody ever said that their grandma said they weren't African. No, the grandma says that you were Indian. She never brought up African at all. My mother is the one who put me on to my Indian. Because as a child, I used to run around saying, I'm black. I'm black. We black people. We black. My mom used to be like, you know, actually, your family has a lot of Indian in it. And she was talking about on my father's side. Hold on. So, you know, if I take the whole Hebrew route, you are who your father is and all that different stuff. Okay, well, it wasn't just grandma. It was my mom who kept it real. Now, on my mom's side, there is Indian too, but it's more on her mother's side, not her father's side. So, you know, that was cute. But I don't know anybody who says leadership, shit like that. I don't know anybody who says shit like that. What's the other one? Uses 1800 cartoons drawn by racist Europeans who never been to America. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know what they mean by that. When we all historically know when Christopher Columbus left, he took Indians to Isabella. He took Indians with him. That's literally something you do learn in the public school program. They showed you that. So I don't know what they mean by racist European drawings. Like, there isn't any, nothing has to do with racism, period. And then here's another weird thing. You guys are saying they're Asians. Also, remember this. America has been infiltrated in the late 1400s. Why would 1800 caricatures be created? And why would they make them blackface? That doesn't make any sense at all. Why wouldn't they make them Asians? The whole narrative is blacks are inferior and we're supposed to, you know, they're savages. Okay, that would have been done in the 1600s. Why would they wait all the way to the 1800s when when Paleface has already came over here? So that doesn't make any sense. To me, the 1800 drawings that you guys are talking about is probably cigar store Indians. And that would be impossible for them to not know what those people look like when those people went to Europe. It's a book called America. It literally shows the port. It shows Indians doing business, all different types of stuff. So it's like, okay, a white guy made that book. So it depends on what white person I want to credit. I don't have to credit the racists. I can credit the other white people out there that was keeping it real. So I don't understand that one. That's kind of stupid. Outdated, obscure books are often misquoted and used as if they were scholarly works. Okay, what does outdated mean? What do they mean by that? Because last time I checked, my ancestors called Paleface a fucking devil. Okay, it's not outdated. He's still molesting the most kids. He's still watching the most or buying the most child porn. He's still got drugs coming in this motherfucker. He's ODing his own people. He's still turning people out to homosexuals, all types of. Sounds like my ancestors wasn't lying. He's still the same motherfucking devil that they met. So I don't know what they mean by outdated, obscure books. What's obscure? Because it's not in the public school programming. Neither is my 50,000 patents. See, I don't look at pale-faced people like they're insulting me because they're better than me. I look at them like they're insulting me because they've been brainwashed with this like false information. Like, bro, that's what you're running off. Nigga, you literally need suntan to hide from burning to death. And you're going to tell me I'm the one lying? You're literally lying in nature. You're lying on earth. This one time here, you're full of shit. Why would I believe you about anything? And then why would I believe your little flunky minions that are following you if I know you're full of shit? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's racist. Ain't nobody talking about the fucking rednecks out here, the slave white people that got to work for their life. No, I'm talking about the elites. I'm talking about the history makers, the storytellers, the made up stuff that they put in fine print and try to act like it was historical facts. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're not fucking putting in the program in the school, then shut the fuck up. I don't care what skin tone you is. Motherfucker, call me what it is. It's balls and strikes, player. We ain't got no unicorns over here. So claims Olmec heads have braids, although they were clearly feathers. I don't personally believe that they are feathers because the Olmecs that you guys are talking about is with the helmet off. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for you to say that these are feathers when the original one it's a helmet. It's a helmet. Now, unless you say that the helmet doesn't go all the way around and then it breaks down in the back and then it's feathers hanging out. Okay. Hold on. Because this is stupid. This is the dumbest fucking cop-out they've ever said. Why would you even bring up feathers, period? Why are you bringing up feathers when I have the Olmec without the helmet? That's dumb. Like they kind of played themselves. These idiots on the internet, they're always talking about feathers. Okay, fine. What about this one? Nigga, that's clearly not a helmet. That's fucking hair on his head. That's a fro. The afro comes from America. It doesn't come from Africa. It doesn't come from nowhere else but America. Okay, that is a fro. So why would I believe that it's feathers when I've seen him without the fucking hat on? I've seen the Olmec without the hat on. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. These people have no fucking information, period. They're just dumb. So, hold on. Claims 20,000 Asian slaves replaced became 300 million Mexicans, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't say that. What I would say is, first of all, the Mexican is a mutt. And I'm sick of people acting like it's not. The Mexican is a mutt, okay? It's mixed with a gang of different shit. It's got Chinese in it. It do, though, because there was Chinese slaves down there, okay? But then it also has original stock in it. It got some original nigga in it. Always remember, the Negro Christ is in Mexico. Still to this day, Negro Christos is in Mexico. You think these people don't like you because there's something wrong with you? They want to rap like you. They want to dance like you. They want to dress like you. They trying to act like you. They created their own style off of your shit. But they don't like me. Nigga, is that true or is that a front? Because Negro Christ was already in South America. This is why once the Pilgrims get up here with pale-faced Jesus, they didn't go for it. This is why they was like, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. We ain't accepting this shit. Why? Because Negro Christos was already here. That statue was made in 1590 something. Bro, it was already in Mexico. So that means before the 1600s. This motherfucker, and the legend goes, it was made in Spain. Okay, who got shipped over here? Who came over here? So clearly, the conquistadors weren't racist. They was evil fucking conquerors and shit, but they weren't racist. And we know that to be true because you don't see a bunch of dark-skinned white people, do you? But you see a plethora of dark-skinned Hispanics. Why? Because they was fucking. They not fucking racist at all. They're colorist, but they're not racist. They'll fuck the shit out of a dark-skinned woman. They don't have no problem doing it. They just want to turn it against the dark-skinned man. Unless you speak that dilapidated language, then you cool. But it's like at the end of the day, it's a failed language, bro. That's why they're running up here. How did I meet these niggas? I didn't meet no Hispanic because I ran down under the border. No, motherfucker, they came up here. Why? Because their whole thought process is broke. Remember, we seen the fucking video. The Democrats purposely brought them up here as an agenda to be the new second-class citizen. But they were going to let them overpopulate because they were going to make sure they were stupid. Now, that's something we heard out of their mouth. This is white people talking. This ain't black people. This ain't got shit to do with racism. This is welcome to the ball game. So we could believe that you can say 20,000 slaves, Asian slaves. You can say 50,000 Asian slaves. I don't give a fuck what number you want to pin on it. I really don't give a fuck. Mexicans are not no pure blood. And no Hispanic is pure blood, period, on earth. None of them. No Hispanic, no fucking Western Spanish-speaking person. None of them are pure blood, and none of them ever will be. So, I don't know where, people thought of that dumb shit from. And it's like, if you're going to say that Hispanics and Mexicans are originally Native American, and then you claim that they came from the Bering Strait, why the fuck aren't you claiming the Mongoloids? See, you guys are stupid. When you really break down these people's arguments against us, they're kind of remedial. That's because they're slaves. They think we're slaves for waking up. No, they're slaves for the stupid shit that they're saying. It makes no sense. Okay, denies the transatlantic slave trade and claims that slavery was in reverse. What did they mean by that? Like, when they say stupid, like, they're just saying shit with a broad brush. You're not even saying what people are saying. The denies the transatlantic slave trade. No, we're saying it didn't happen the way that you guys say it did. That's what we're saying. You guys never spoke about white cargo in the public school program. You guys never talked about how all these fucking names on this boat are white people names. These motherfuckers literally went from tribe to tribe, was talking to kings and shit, working with these people. Nigga, they don't know who these people are. They wouldn't have separated them by fucking clan. Why not? Why wouldn't they have done that if literally they're writing these white people's last names on this fucking piece of paper? Johnson, Jackson, Smith. Okay, why? Or it wasn't no Johnson or no Jackson, but my bad. I don't know. Y'all had them Kavosky names and Stravinsky and all that shit. That, remember, the fucking even the King James, nigga, that's 1611. That's where you get Luke, John, and all that shit. That shit ain't no fucking Hebrew. There ain't no fucking Hebrew on earth named Joseph. None of them. Fucking weird. The name would be like Bartholomew or fucking Hezekiah or Zachariah or some shit like that, bro. They're not gonna have names like Luke, John. What the fuck? Okay, that's y'all. Y'all get off this boat with all these names like Baker, John, whatever the fuck, whatever goofy names they had on that list. Okay, bro, why are these all European names? It makes sense. All these people are the same people. They all from Europe. Britain is in Europe. Scotland is in Europe. All that shit is European. So if there's a book called White Cargo about 300,000 white slaves that were shipped from Britain to the United States, and then you see the map, let's keep it real. Since y'all want to talk about this colorism shit, and y'all talking about we from Africa, okay, well, let's do the science about what really happened in the transatlantic slave trade. Since y'all just running your mouth. You're just running your mouth and you want people to be a slave and believe your stupid narrative when we actually have proof, fact, evidence, real shit. I'm not going to sit here and play this dumb game with you. Hold on. if this is the transatlantic slave trade, and this is where everybody went, why the fuck in the corporation is it only 307,000? Y'all make it sound like y'all got the brunt of the fucking war, nigga. No, you didn't. Fucking Brazil did. Brazil got all of it. The Caribbean got most of it. Jamaica got a lot of it. Everybody got a lot of it except Argentina and Guyana. But other than that, everybody passed us up. So if there's a book called White Cargo talking about 300,000 white slaves, and then written on slave paper, you have these white names. Bitch, why the fuck do you keep saying that I'm these people? Why you gotta say that, oh, I was on the plantation? Bro, none of you have any record of any slaves, period. You have sharecroppers. You niggas are not from the fucking 1800s, bro. You're not from 1865. And then why before the end of the 1800s, here come the Shriners, here come the Ku Klux Klan, here come all this magic shit. Here come fucking Noble Drew Ali, the Muslims. Why is all this shit coming around black people? They never had none of that. None of it. Black people didn't need no fucking Islam to make the first town they had. We had towns before Harlem. Harlem is a 1990s, 1900s thing. It's like, bro, we had towns before that. We're from you guys got to deal with Reconstruction, motherfucker. When they first burnt our shit down, nigga, we had a gang of fucking towns. This is where all the patents is coming in. This is where the 200 towns is coming in. See, y'all skipped right past that. So I can't deal with people like that. I can't deal with people talking about, oh, they did not a slave trade. Bitch, you don't even have your numbers right. Second of all, because motherfuckers be like 12 million slaves. Okay, bro, only 307,000 came into the corporation. All right, y'all also didn't bring up White Cargo. That's 300,000 Peckerwoods. Okay, that only leaves 7,000. So how many Africans did we really need up here? None. Because then you can just go to someone who has been studying this shit like Thomas Sowell. And on my video months ago, he already told us, bro, he's like, nigga, America is the U.S. corporation is the only place in the West that didn't have to keep re-ing up on slaves. Why? Because why the fuck would I need slaves when I already have these Aboriginal people already here? They're already here. I don't need a gang of these motherfuckers. That's why a lot of y'all didn't grow up with chicken bones hanging in your hallway. We didn't have none of that shit till them Caribbean niggas came to the South. Before that, none of that shit was going on. That's how that got in the South. That's how you hear stupid ass story. Oh, grandma would say, put a chicken bone in a sock and hang it in the hallway, and that was one of our remedies. No, nigga, no. You got that from them weirdo Caribbean motherfuckers sacrificing chickens and shit and still broke. Talking about voodoo wearing crosses. Get the fuck out of here. The Santa Maria is a mixed fucking religion. It can't be real. You cannot mix the fucking religion of your ancestors with the religion of the conqueror. This makes no fucking sense. And then you're going to tell me this is real? This is real deal magic? Shut your goofy ass up. The fucking voodoo, hoodoo shit worked. Black people wouldn't be so fucked in the game. They would know masonry. They'd be building towns. They wouldn't have a bunch of fucking foreign third world losers fucking taking up their shit. They wouldn't be complaining about it. They wouldn't be fucking still sitting here asking Mr. Charlie for a dime. They have so many celebrities, they'd have been cornered these motherfuckers. Fuck you in the bodyguard, bitch. If you don't chip in, we gonna chip you, motherfucker. And that's what it is. It's clearly common sense, structure, and order. That's what my people is missing. It's called master masonry. They don't have it. So they gonna sit here and argue with these people about how they feel about the public school program, which is a big ass game. The only one who losing in it is us. So it can't be legit. We the one with all the fucking talent. Motherfuckers ain't got no talent. How the fuck you got talent after the fact that I created all this shit? There is no fucking Jimi Hendrix. There is no fucking Bon Jovi before me, motherfucker. I made rock and roll. There is no fucking Elvis. There is no fucking Green Day. None of that shit can rock without me. There is no Kenny G. Motherfucker, you can't get the light blues without first having blues. Motherfuckers cutting rug and shit, throwing shorty under your leg. Y'all motherfuckers didn't create the jitterbug. Knock it off. You didn't create none of this shit. It's all me. That's why y'all don't even run the industry at the end of the day. Y'all just stupid faces right there. But it's really small head fucking sucking baby blood out the fucking newborn dick ass people. Them motherfuckers the ones who running it. Wasn't getting no awards from no fucking Peckerwoods. Nah, we get one from the small hat. From the small, he the one stealing our shit. Want to keep 100. But back to this shit. Look, man, and the story was told in reverse. It was told in reverse because at the end of the day, nigga, who's got the 50,000 patents they hiding? Who's got the 200 towns they're hiding? Who's got the fastest runner, the highest jumper, jazz, blues, rock and roll, techno, funk, disco, nigga, I can keep going. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Who has all this shit but don't own nothing? But you gonna tell me this story wasn't told in reverse? Nah, it was. Motherfuckers taking pictures of sharecroppers talking about these are slaves. Got people feeling sorry. Talking about, oh, look at the little dude in the cotton field picking cotton. It's so wrong. Bitch, that's a sharecropper family. He ain't no fucking slave. Stupid motherfucker. You keep mixing shit up. You just mixing shit. You full of emotions. Grow the fuck up. That's why these people are able to play these dumbass games. And the last one thinks only black people have melanin and uses old dirty pennies to claim those are copper colored representation of black Indians. Okay, first of all, that doesn't make any sense. Black is not a fucking strong noun. It's like it's not a. It really like motherfuckers. W.E.B. Du Bois had to make that shit up. Like they had to make Negro and black, capitalized because really it's not. Like it's really not. It's not a strong noun. You can't use it in a capital. You really can't. So there's really no such thing as a black Indian. There really isn't. You're just Indian. Okay. And before that, you're copper colored. Okay. We know what copper looks like. This is the whole argument about Christ. This is the whole thing that we keep telling people. Like, dog, he wasn't a Peckerwood. He was not you. Oh, no, he was an Arabian. He wasn't a big nose Peckerwood Arabian neither. Motherfucker, we know what the original Sinbad looked like. We know what the original Aladdin looks like. We know what Toad from Mario Brother looks like. We know what Kazam looks like. The fucking Mr. Popo, they're all wearing the fucking vest because it's hot as fuck out there. Y'all don't wear no vest, bitch. You wear these fucking robes and shit and try to claim it's some religion shit. It ain't got nothing to do with religion, right? Nigga. You will burn the fuck to death out there. And that's people's problem. They want to show melanated people with horns in their head and melanated people with tails in their back. What the fuck does that have to do with suntan lotion? Not a goddamn thing. You is frying out here, motherfucker. That's why you so worried about climate change and all that shit, because you know you're going to be a fucking egg. You are going to fry the fuck to death. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And here's another funny thing. I'm the one who invented the suntan lotion, dumbass. I'm the one trying to help your little goofy ass out. But whatever. This ain't no light, dark shit. This is science. I'm dealing with science on this one. Y'all done pissed me off talking about this stupid people don't know who the fuck they is, and y'all can make corny ass pictures, and all of a sudden we just supposed to believe you, and y'all just know what you're talking about, even though you've been lying this whole fucking time, and nobody should ever believe you. Leave it to Beaver ass, but you kick your fucking front teeth in. But no, these are stupid representations. Even though I ain't never really even used any of these points, but it's like I just had to break them down and say, hey, yo, fuck you. You making up dumb shit, and nobody ever like agreed with a lot of this dumb stuff. I've already proven my point, bro. I've already proven it with the Virginia, turning the Indians into colors. I've already proven that. Okay. I've already proven that there's no reason to bring a bunch of people over this motherfucker if you already have a bunch of people over here. And then why would I bring a bunch of employees that don't know what they're doing? That doesn't make any sense. The white boy don't know what he's doing. He first got off the boat, he's starving. This motherfucker's dying. He just survived 6 months off seawater and biscuits. He don't know nothing, don't have nothing. I give him a crop. Okay, I let him live. Then the bitch ass nigga want to take everything. Now I start scalping heads. We got the King Phillips War. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, we was getting busy. Then we went up north to New York, trying to get some help from them bitch ass niggas. They turned on us. All right. Motherfuckers took over. It is what it is. But nobody can say that camp, that park ranger was lying. When he's telling you, nigga, like, this is the story, motherfucker, that I'm told to tell over and over and over again. They stole these people's shit. And I thought I had it in here, but I guess not. But they stole these people's shit, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? It's been like that ever since, and I know it to be true. Ain't nobody else on the Abram.
This shit, man.
That's not a Hayaya Indian. That's not a Hayaya Indian. And the cigar Indian, aka Blackamoor, fucking I forgot what that shit's called. It has a different name. But the little baby table statue is like, bro, it speaks for itself. It's the same color scheme. Not talking about skin tone. I'm talking about the feathers. See, that's where people fuck up. They think I'm doing this trying to do comparative study to be asked, see, they're both black. No. Look at the colors of the feathers, bitch. One of these is on a Mason apron. They're not putting fake Indians on no fucking Mason apron, bro. They're not doing it. That's what motherfuckers don't get. We're not talking about the fake light bright down there white pharaoh that you might see or some shit like that. No. This is an apron. This is sanctimony. This is sacred. This is secrecy. They're not revealing this. This is not outside the temple. This is something you gain in it. Okay. Look at the color scheme on the feathers. You cannot tell me that they don't represent the same thing. Okay, well, I don't see a pale face in sight. And like I told you, we already had Negro Crispos. There is no way that you can claim the people over here were some pale face. When they took Negro Crispos, they had no problem with it. And still to this day, on Mexican soil, they're still having a sacred service praising Negro Crispos. It's at like midnight on, I forgot what day. It's the first of something month, but it's like, bro, they're still doing it. It's still a ritual. It's still a ritual to this day. And then you see Buttermilk Jesus, they trying to tell us to bow down to that up north, the Woodland Indians, the Mississippians, and motherfuckers fought to the death for that shit. People always got to remember we're the one they're hiding. We're the one with the longest running war. Our war started in 1492 and ends in 1924. Those are the same four numbers, just switched around. There's no way in hell you can't tell me that we're not the chosen people. It is us. It ain't nobody else. And that's why they try to bamboozle and talk shit and act like they know what they saying, but they just slick John. I just wanted to be like, yo, I was irritated. I had to express the facts that, yo, I don't like this shit. I don't like that motherfuckers just be lying on my folks and they waking up and getting better by the day. I don't like that shit. So, yo, it's just a little eye opener. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. Or you cuss me out. I don't give a damn. I know my wisdom is solid. I know it is. And that's why everybody's waking up to it. Everybody's waking up to the facts. This is our land. And we're here to stay. Go.